What's up, Justin Sanchez? What's up, Justin, Catherine, Goddess of Love? What is going on? So, you all, there are some awesome things happening. Um, and what I want to say, and I have not been on today because it's a lot that's been going on. Um, this is what I'm finding out about YouTube. And let me say this. I did a vlog last night and it was pretty intense. I was being transparent, but I realized that I don't have to give folk anything. If I want to snatch something down, I will. If people screen record it, that's fine. But I'm to the point now where we have some really depraved, unhappy folk on these YouTube streets. And the sad part about it is they take a show extremely seriously. Now, I'm going to say this to this individual. I don't know who you are, but what you tried to pull will never, ever work. And when you have something strong, the devil in hell can't come against it. So my whole goal is to feed the kids on YouTube what I want to feed them and do what I need to do off of YouTube. Um, yeah, because what I'm seeing with the Brooks of the world and the Maliks of the world and all of these people of the world, these people feel some of these, not all, but some of these people feel better than. If you are a whole train wreck, they're there for you. If you are a whole train wreck, they're there. They don't really like you either, but they feel like, okay, my life's a little bit better than this, and look at this whole train wreck, or look at this mess. But these people really have a hatred for folk who are doing something with their life. And the sad part about it is, let me say this, I would never call anyone's job knowing how Black people have had to work and what they have to go through. I don't care how much I dislike you. I don't care how much I dislike you. I don't play those games. And so we have a lot of sick people who I don't know if they're not happy in their lives. I don't know if someone has done something to them. I don't know if they're in a situation where they feel like that should have been me. I really don't know. But I see what folks try to do. And I'm going to say this, content creators, give people what you want to give them. You owe people nothing. You owe people nothing. This is why I look at Brooke. And again, I'm bringing up Brooke for a reason in this Malik thing. See, Brooke, whether you are married or not is none of my business unless you make it my business. And I think when you get to a certain point, and I think these new people really need to learn from the OGs. I think these OGs are willing to do anything and just let people know everything and show people the whole thing because they feel like I'm being transparent and yeah, that's good, but it's not good. It's good, but it's not good. Learn from the OGs. Learn from people who've been docs. Learn from people who said, oh no. Let me say this. If I am married, you all will never know. And if I'm no longer with the person, you all will no longer know. You know why? Because it ain't none of your business. And I will have people that, you know what, baby, as far as I'm concerned, I work at the Quick Trip and I pump gas and I'm driving Uber and I'm doing Airbnb. That's how I feel. Because you really owe people nothing. Because these people have a really dark, destructive force in their life. And this is why I tell people, baby, if you're going to succeed, you don't tell people on here because these people don't want you to have love. They don't want you to have a relationship. They don't want you to have a decent job. They don't want you to have an education. They don't want you to have shit. What they want you to do is be a whole tragedy so they can talk about it. And again, regardless if you like me or not, I don't care. And that's the attitude that you all have to have, not only on these YouTube streets, but in real life. Baby, you don't care what people say and feel about you. You better care what God thinks and feel about you. And while people talking, you need to be working. While people talking, you need to be getting certifications and getting stuff together so you can have options. Because a lot of these people don't have options at all. At all. And it's sad. It is sad. So when I tell Brooke is, girl, it's a new day, Brooke and Malik. If you all are divorced, who gives a damn? Because nobody ain't paying your mortgage or your bills. Now I know I went on and talked about it because again, I thought it was just too much. I'm like, and see, the thing is, Brooke, you can't be mad because these people, all they do is use. They don't care about you. They don't care about your feelings. They may have some feelings towards you, but at the end of the day, they're going to choose money. They're going to choose these clicks and views over you. Okay? It ain't no friends on YouTube. And for the mere fact that you thought you had one was a big mistake. And so, Brooke, it's called self preservation. And Brooke, you better look after Brooke. Now, Brooke, if you have a child or not, who gives a damn? Brooke, you owe nobody nothing. You don't owe nobody any explanation. You don't owe anybody a picture, nothing. You don't owe people nothing. But you gave it to them, and now I think you need to step back because again, you are just content for a week, and they'll be gone and forgotten, and then move right on to the next person. And that's the truth. And when you look at these players, you all, and when you look at, and I'm real with this. The reason why I do not concern myself with these folks because off of YouTube will tell the story. How these people are living off of YouTube and what they're doing off of YouTube. And baby, if you had to follow them and really sit with them, honey, a lot of this stuff is tragedy. You're going to see a lot of alcoholism. You're going to see a lot of addiction to other things and other substances. You're going to see depression. You're going to see regret. You're going to see abuse. You're going to see those things. And I'm just sorry, that's what you'll see. So, hashtag, I do what I want. So, if I want to go in and take my whole page down and pop it back up tomorrow, that's my choice. And I'm not vying and vouching for top 10 space. I'm just coming on because I have a voice. And as long as people are coming to hear it, I'll be on. Um, you know, it's a lot going on, y'all. I'm just saying, I've seen some things on the YouTube streets. I've seen some things on the YouTube streets, and I don't even want to discuss it because I'm just realizing that hurt people, and content creators just be very careful. We don't need other folk to tear us down. We do a good job of it ourselves. We do. We do. Even the people who I don't care for, there is a boundary that you don't cross. And people have been crossing boundaries. But all I'm going to say is keep on winning and treat YouTube as a hobby unless you really want to go into the acting and you really want to hit it big. But keep it as a hobby. Make sure that you are really doing something outside of YouTube. I'm looking at these people, and let me say this, and let me be very clear. I've seen people with felonies make it. But let me say this, it is very hard in this society to be a felon and get a really good paying job. And I see a lot of people use YouTube as their good paying job, which they have every right to, because they cannot get other careers with that record. I'm not saying they're bad people. I'm saying, though, that their options are extremely limited. It's unfortunate that that happens. This is why I tell people to make the right decisions. If you go to Las Vegas, don't have nobody setting you up to ruin your whole life. If I had to go to Atlanta now, I wouldn't even step foot on the plane. It was a different day. It was a different season. Now, people are willing to do anything for a click interview, even if it means they will be incarcerated. And a lot of these people don't have nothing to lose because the system has already taken from them. And I think sensible, law abiding, hard working people who are on these YouTube streets need to be aware that newbies, you don't need to tell everybody your business. What's up, Voodoo? You don't. Now, if you want to do that, and if you don't know how to maneuver, then that's your business. But you don't need to tell everybody your business. Let me go a little farther. I was extremely shocked when Kwani was talking to Grown Folks TV because, again, that person is not to be trusted, baby. It ain't no friends. And people will let their emotions get the best of them and let down their guard. And the next thing you know, bam. MBK sounds like a very mild mannered, reasonable individual. But once again, he let that person get into his ear, gave that person information about his personal life. And the next thing you know, it's all over the internet. People, be careful. Do y'all not know when Jay Wilson was doing the house of Jay Wilson? I don't want to know your personal business. Subscribers and content creators, hear me and hear me well. I say it, but I'm saying it with real sincerity on today. If anyone gets personal with you, and if they drop some tea about themselves, and then they expect you to give some, be leery. When I talk to people off of YouTube, it's usually about YouTube. It is about YouTube. We're not talking about anything else. I don't want to know who you dating. I don't want to know who you sleeping with. I don't. I don't. Because again, on Mad Day, these people don't care about your YouTube ship. That YouTube ship is just as good as a bootleg degree mill. It looked good on paper, but when it's time to really use it, it's worthless. Do not trust anyone. I tell people, don't even tell me your personal business. I do know some things, but mm-mm. And I tell people I don't want to know personal things because number one, I'm not your therapist. Number two, I'm not bound by the law, federally or state, to hold your secrets. I'm not a physician to hold your medical status. People, stop telling folk your business. Now, if you're willing to tell it, then that's a different thing. And let me say something, you all. Anything that I've done in my past, I don't regret it. Everything that I've done has really helped me to make me stronger. Even the things that are like on these YouTube streets, I'm like, this is so ridiculous. I don't believe, but it's made me stronger and it has opened more doors. I don't regret anything that I've done. Have I always made the best decisions? No, but I have never made a decision that cost me my freedom. I have never made a decision that has cost me my home or my livelihood. Now, have some people tried to get in the way to snatch those things? Yes, they have. But God is so merciful in spite of ourselves that there's always doors open. And what I do think is that God has allowed me to have options. And it's so good to have options. And all I'm saying to you all here, see, this is not stuff that we throw out on the YouTube streets. We throw out people's business and, oh, this content creator and that. No, I'm going to throw out this. Invest in you. Invest in you. Because, baby, if one blockade come, you have another stream to go to. Invest in you. Stop letting what people say about you determine where you're going to go. People should not determine your wealth. People should not determine your destiny. Never, ever. I don't care and don't give a damn what they say about you. I don't care how they pick on you. Baby, use that as stepping stones. A lot of times people are upset with you. You don't even know why. Let me say this. You can be upset at me and you can hate me. You can say what you want. You can cut your eyes. I'm not affected, unbothered, and don't care. My whole goal is I'm going to take care of me, and I don't have to denigrate, step on, cause anybody to lose anything to do that. And while I am helping me, I can also help you. People, leave these folk alone who want to restrict you, who want to tell you where you can go and what you can do and who you can talk to, because those people have control issues because their life is out of control. And I mean that. This is why I don't let people tell me somebody's saying something. I don't give a damn what they saying. I'm not going to go over there and look. I don't care, because what they saying about me don't have nothing to do what I'm doing outside of here. And really don't really care on these YouTube streets, because people want you to care. And baby, you shouldn't give a damn, especially if it ain't adding to your life. Pastor, my granddaughter used your book, accepted into 20 universities throughout rank. Thank you so much for letting me know, Bistro, because all my book is information to help people and to make sure that they're not falling into pitfalls, and to really help them take the right classes in high school to be successful in college. And I really thank you for letting me know that. Congratulations, Bistro. Um, yes, to your granddaughter. Congratulations. Let me say this, you all. I'm not being negative and nasty. I'm not angry, but I just really think that a lot of these people think they're harming you. And a lot of people get great satisfaction off of your pain. And when you can cause people consternation and uncomfortability and pain, they get a rush out of it. And see, I'm not going to grant anyone that type of access to me. Hell no. Out of sight is out of mind. Now, again, don't send me anything about anybody who's talking about me, because obviously I don't care. Now, if I'm talking about somebody, it's because I've seen something on these YouTube streets and I'm mentioning what I've observed. You all stop getting in these alliances. These alliances are just control mechanisms. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Now, I ain't worried about no panels. I'm not worried about 5,000 folk coming over here. I don't care if 300 come over here. Because again, I am not in competition with these folk. I am in competition with making sure that my AdSense check get to me on the 21st, and that people are looking at the reviews, the replays rather, and the commercials are commercialing. Baby, you don't have time, because the competing with these people will cause you to look crazy, to do some crazy stuff, to be going to some crazy places. And I just took time off. Saying I don't even want to look at it. And then, like I said, I don't even know what's going on. Voodoo, look, there's so much going on in these streets, but we done seen domestic altercations. We done seen verbal and physical abuse up here. We have seen it all. And to be honest, Brooke, I don't have a problem with Brooke. And I want to really say this. I like Brooke. I just don't like what Brooke had to go through. And I think Brooke wants to blame Ness and some other people. But Brooke, again, I'm going to say you can't. Because Brooke, you put yourself in that situation to be abused and used for content. And this is the thing. If you say something about me because I've done something, usually I don't say nothing. I just move along. Or I may make a little comment about it. But if someone criticizes me or say anything, I move on. Now, if I want to say something, I say something. If I want to be a little shady, I'll be a little shady. But baby, I do not take these YouTube streets seriously. And all I will say is some people really do. And I hope you get a life. Stop trying to ruin other people's lives. Let me say this to you all. This goes for me, this goes for content creators, and this goes to subscribers. It goes for everybody. So when I'm talking to you, I'm talking to me as well. Baby, when you try to bring other people down, when you try to ruin people's lives in any capacity, you're only digging a hole for yourself. And I've said this. Thank you, Keena Davis. I have said this. If you put somebody in a ditch, you got to stay down there with them. If you're trying to destroy somebody else, somebody is going to destroy you. And when somebody really loves the Lord, Keena, I don't know, Keena. I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. I don't know. But let me say this, you all. I don't question nobody's salvation. Never have. I don't question nobody's relationship with God. It ain't my business. I have a light brand of comedy. I don't like to get into dark places. I like to keep it light, airy, even though that will kind of bother some people too, because there's usually some truth in that and it bothers people. But y'all, watch what you do to these people. Anybody. I'm going to say this, and I know a lot of people may get little, but baby, I'm going to say it. I don't talk about people's mamas as far as deaths of them. I don't talk about dead relatives. I don't be putting curses on people. Oh, come on now. I don't do that. And it's not because I'm better than somebody, but I have sense enough to know that when you speak that stuff on folk, it opens you up. Honey, I am not speaking on Rico in his situation. The only thing I can say to Rico is, baby, I hope that you get it together. I pray that you get through this traumatic situation that you're going through, because you're grieving and everybody handles death, traumatic events differently. But I'm not getting ready to pick on that man. I'm not getting ready to look when he said that he was about to get kicked out of his place or so. Maybe I didn't find that funny. Now, I pray that he becomes more responsible to really think things out. But everybody ain't me. And some people are them. And I guess people got to find their way. But no wise am I going to pick on that man. Now, have we gone back and forth with him peeing in that can and yeah, baby, yeah, yes, sir. But when it comes to losing a loved one, and absolutely not, because it's not important to you until it happens to you. All of this doxing and stuff, I'm telling you, y'all, these people who are doing it, baby, every dog has its day. I'm going to say this. It may make some people mad. Online relationships, especially in the beef sector, the black sector, and these other sectors, don't work. Baby, you have a better chance of probably going down to the Winn-Dixie or the Piggly Wiggly or down to the mall and meeting somebody decent. I'm just saying. These YouTube friendships, they only work when they're not as public. But it's more the more views it gets, the greater pressure to break it up. And folk like drama. They like to break up things. That's what these people do. So that's my take on it. I know some people may feel different, and that's great. We can all have different opinions. But as far as my observation and what I've viewed, it does not work. These people are seasonal. Baby, they will flip like them leaves in the autumn, okay? In the fall, baby, when it get a little chilly, they drop. Okay, when it's wet and rainy and it's abundance, they're there. But baby, when the cold sets in, the leaves start falling. Yeah. Um. Yeah. You all have seen. I mean, even with me, when a certain situation happened, baby, I didn't sweat it because I know how people are on YouTube. I do, and it doesn't surprise me anymore. This is why people come some, oh, you on somebody's side? I ain't on nobody's side because just as sure if they stop liking me, they'll start doing that. It is what it is. I mean, you can help people, and people act like you ain't did crap for them, and like you are a bad habit, and it happens, and we see what goes on. But you cannot. You got to move on. And again, you got to develop some tough skin. And this is not only in the YouTube sphere, but this is in life. Everybody ain't gonna like you, but do you like you? You're not gonna agree with everybody, but do you have facts of why you believe what you believe? People don't like gay folk. It's pride right now. I done seen some stuff on people's Facebook page. I'm like, uh-huh. And I don't, and somebody be like, I thought you was gonna say something. You got nothing to say. That's your problem. You don't pay my mortgage. That's your problem. And that's how I really feel. You get to the point where it's not worth it. People gonna think what they gonna think. They gonna believe what they gonna believe. But let me tell you what always happens. And this used to happen in church a great deal. People used to talk about folk gay children. People used to treat people gay children like they was the scum of the earth. And then when they son, a daughter, a granddaughter, um, came out, ooh, they want the world to be sensitive, and then they come to you. Can you help me? Because and so the same people who was talking that mess got to come back because now it ain't important to them until it happens to them. And see, this is why I tell y'all, just hold on. Just hold on. Just hold on. Just hold on. Let people keep on. Just a little while. Jay Wilson, you all in people business, but Jay Wilson ain't never told nobody wrong when it came to relations and certain things. I said, wait a minute, well, watch it. But see, people get upset because you tell the truth, but baby, the emotions be getting in the way. They be getting in the way. When I tell you, you don't need to let everybody know your business. Now, I'm going to say this again. Anything I say on the YouTube streets is a show. Whether you think it's real or not, it is a show. This is entertainment. This ain't no biography. This ain't no Lifetime movie. It is a show. Now, you believe and you take for what you want to take it from. It's a show. Amen. Stop trying to prove something to people who ain't putting food on your table, who ain't paying mortgage. Folk talking about something. You 500 pounds, baby child. Okay, I'm pouring this granola. Baby, I'm going to get some granola and this yogurt. And baby, I'm going to tear it up in a few minutes. And you know what? People like, oh, he 500 pounds, whatever. That's why he ain't on camera or something. You don't have to explain none to these people. All it is to get you to do something. Now, if you want to do something, that's up to you. But baby, don't let these people pressure you into doing stuff that you don't want to do. People always talk about something. Jay Wilson, you always asking people about their life, but you won't talk because I don't owe you shit. I don't owe you nothing. Now, if I ask somebody a question and they don't want to answer it, they don't have to. Let me give you a prime example. When D Miss O came over here, I asked D Miss O some questions. D Miss O answered them questions how she wanted to answer them questions. And I sure went on. Did not go on because, again, it's up to her to answer. Now, it ain't my fault because people don't listen. But just because you answer the question, that don't mean I gotta answer. That's what people problem is. You always in other people business, but you damn skip it. Because if other people crazy enough to answer the damn question, then that's other people's problem. That ain't my problem. Y'all need to go study mass communications, and y'all can understand some things. Hallelujah. I heard that argument so many times. You always in other people's business because it's a show. And this is what I say. What now? Was I talking about Brooke and her husband? Sure enough. I sure was. Was right there. But Brooke don't have to answer no questions. Brooke could have kept her mouth shut. She sure could have. But Brooke thinks she got something to prove to these people. And Brooke she making these people too important. And Brooke acting like these people paying for school and tuition. She act like people are paying child support and rent and electric. And ain't nobody who ain't paying no bills over here, who ain't paying no electric, no lights, no water, okay? Go sit up here and tell me what I need to do on my show. Like I told somebody, baby, I don't have no middleman. I don't have no executive producer here. Hello? So stop making people talk about. Let me say this. Where's Duchess Kelly Love? Now we asked what Duchess Kelly Love is. I asked what Duchess Kelly Love is because it is a part of the show. But let me tell you something. If Duchess Kelly Love don't ever come back, that's Duchess Kelly Love damn business. You understand me? Because at the end of the day, I am not Ken. All right? I'm not Duchess man. I'm not. It's a show. Come on, dangerous woman. It's a show. Okay, it ain't real life. I'm not trying to go to Duchess' house and say, Duchess, where you at? I don't care, to be honest. Come on now. I don't care. Worried about these people. What else is going on, y'all? So y'all can put out what's going on. Well, I may not comment on it, but I'm gonna tell you the truth and what I feel. Voodoo, what's funny? What's funny, Voodoo? I'm telling the truth, Voodoo. Child, these people doing a lot for these little clicks and views. And for them people going to Vegas, know that everything is taped. If you pick a booger, it's gonna be on video, okay? If you licking your fingers at the restaurant table, it's gonna be on. I'm just telling you that right now. Good for him. Okay. New season for new channels. Because this is a channel, child. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna let these people do them. Well, look, I have said what I needed to say. Content creators, be careful. Subscribers, be careful. Um, Moderators, be careful. Don't let these people pry information out of you. Know that anything that you do can be used against you on Mad Day. Know that these people will hate you tomorrow and try to be your friend again the next day. Move on. Well, let me say this, y'all. I can understand why people leave here. There's a lot of negative folk here. I mean, they're everywhere, but they're really here. And these people really go out to destroy people. I can understand why people leave. My thing is, you can fade away and go on to other sectors. It is what it is. So, everybody ain't bad here. Well, look, the talk was real. I'll be on in the morning. Just got a lot of stuff going on outside of YouTube. A lot of good stuff going on outside of YouTube, and that takes time and focus. Um, it's not like somebody, but he ain't trying to be popular. He fading out. A lot of people got stuff going on, child. A lot of people got things going on outside of YouTube. That's all I'm gonna say. And YouTube ain't bad, but YouTube is just the income stream. And I just want to make sure I show up and do my entertainment piece and move on. Okay, I'll be like David Muir. Okay, he's still in charge of World News Tonight, but sometime that lady be on there, sometime that other man be on there. But David Muir come on in when he needs to. Okay, be like Barbara Walters on The View. Just show up when you need to until you're ready to retire, and that's it. Because when you got other stuff to do, baby, you just don't have a lot of time. And to be honest, nobody don't have time to be looking at this foolish stuff, especially when you gotta wait like for 35 minutes for something to even get decent with these panels, baby. I'm just saying. So look, I'm heading to bed. I'll talk to y'all in the morning. I'm getting ready to watch this Fauci thing because I do look at the news still. See, I'm looking at the news and stuff. Okay, trying to find out what's going on in these counts and this Mexican lady who don't won from Mexico and how she gonna interact with Mexico. Because y'all may not know that Texas economy is really big when it comes to Mexico. So I got to make sure that everything all right with that. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, people might lose jobs if it don't go right. Child, let me tell you something. What Trump did to Fauci, they doing Cohen, the judge. They're really trying to keep the jurors rather, under wrap because people calling for houses, sending pizzas to people. These people crazy, threatening that them people because they did their job. Ain't that something? They done did their job. And the sad part about Trump is these were some people that his lawyers and them picked out. Trump is not loyal to nobody else but Trump. He wants all of that loyalty to go to him, but he ain't loyal to the people. And Trump will throw you under the bus. Child, Trump just like these people. Child, my God. Some of these content creators got the same spirit as Trump. That got the same spirit as Trump. And leave that alone. So y'all look, y'all have a good night. I'll talk to y'all in the morning. Peace and love. Thank y'all for coming on in. And y'all have a good night. Bye.